strangers to lovers to strangers again.
Every day in my life now, I have to treasure every relationship.
Money is not going to make me happy. Living in a beautiful place isn't going to make me happy. And having a lot of friends isn't going to make me happy. Having a really nice body is not going to make me happy. What does make me happy is just
Losing all of the friends that my old self was fortunate to be around with is the only sad part.
I would have done the breakup sooner. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Emotionally Unavailable. Today, we're just two girls in a bathtub. Should I say we're in the bathroom?
It's very self-explanatory.
Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
When was the last time you talked to a friend from high school or college?
That is kind of sad because I don't talk to them much. The only time that I will talk to them is when they message me and say happy birthday. So
And because all your friends are in Vietnam, right?
yeah. Letting go of my old self is not like a sad thing, but losing all of the friends that my old self was fortunate to be around with is the only sad part.
It's so dependent on what city you live in, at what time, at what stage in life, what kind of work you do, how often you see friends.
And what kind of new lessons that you want to learn.
Like who you want to be, because who
Exactly.
you surround yourself ends up being who you become.
It's crazy because at one point we have so much common ground, and then the next point, it's like we have zero common ground.
Like strangers to lovers to strangers again.
Exactly. Every day in my life now, I'm like, I have to treasure every relationship and be kind and be loving because you never know. And it's the scary part.
I know. When I was in Canada studying, I had 5 roommates. Well, 6. And that was one of the most incredible moments in my life. Just being able to come home and hang out with them, and we would have dinner together, and it just felt like a sleepover that never ended. You know, and like we would just sit around and tell stories about where we came from and what life was like, because a lot of my roommates came from India or Dubai or Montreal or, you know, just like, and China too, just like all over the world. But I was also in like I was in a long distance relationship at the time. And so it wasn't until like I spent like half the year just like in my room in this relationship and not really getting to know my roommates. And I almost like regret that in a way. Like if I could go back, I would have done the breakup sooner. Like,
Everyone would agree with you, girl.
thank you. It's just a time in my life that I just hold so precious. And I just know I'm never going to get that time back again, no matter what. Like we'll probably all go to, you know, each other's special occasions or something. But that's it. You know what I mean? Because we all live so far away. Like India, Canada, Dubai, China. And one of my roommates writes us postcards. But I just know that that's time that I'm never going to get back. And so I just have to hold on to the memories that I do have. And we'll reach out to each other now and then. And also when I visit Vancouver, I visit them. But it's just not the same, you know, because you're all in different phases now. They're all in relationships. When we were all roommates together, we all were, you know, we were all in the same stage of life. And now one of them is like likely going to be engaged soon. And another one is starting grad school. And another one is traveling. And it's just like, we're just not the same people that we were.
If you have like a magic, would you go back to your older self and like restart?
That's a tough question. Probably not, because I wouldn't be here where I am now. Like I definitely have a lot of regrets, and I definitely didn't do everything right, and there's a lot that I would change. But I don't think I could change anything because I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm not even there yet. Like I'm still figuring it out.
I do agree because my older self sucks.
Why? What do you mean sucks?
It sucks
Because, but you've loved yourself your whole life.
I do. But there's situation that I was in, and I'm glad that I'm out of it now because I tried really hard and I learned and I grow. But I would never go back to that situation because I tried so hard being here. It was like when I came to the US when I was 17. Oh my gosh, it was so fun and I was really grateful for it. But at the same time, I cannot ignore all of the like hardship that I have to encounter. I feel like I did not belong here at all. And then I have to try really hard to now feeling like I am belong. I belong. So that's why every day I try to be hard to work harder and harder so that I don't look back and I was like, I regret, I want to go back or just doing.
What do you mean, like, not belonging? Just because of coming from Vietnam?
And maybe my insecurity of like being new in the state, English not good, don't have the background, don't have the history that other people has. My 17 years old was like, what would I be when I was 26? Do I have a stable job? Do I have a family? How much money do I have in the bank? And then now I'm 26 and I have half of a stable job. I don't have a family and
You have two families.
I do have but I don't have a husband. My own family.
Oh, I
don't
see.
have my own family. And
Because you're 26, bro.
yeah, but somehow I imagine I would have a family when I was 26.
Really?
Yeah. How about you? Where are you at right now?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in a better spot now than I was a year ago. Mentally, even though my situation hasn't really changed. A year ago, I was living at home. I had a job. I worked at a law firm. And that's all I did was I worked and I went to the gym. And looking back, it's not that bad, right?
A pretty normal,
It's a pretty
stable
normal
life.
Yeah, it's a pretty normal, stable life, but I was so unhappy. I didn't know like who I was. I had so much pressure on me to go to law school, and deep inside, I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it, and I was always gaslighting myself, being like, "You're supposed to go to law school. Why aren't you studying right now? Why are you not like I would literally open the book, and then I would close it. Like I just refused to do it, even though logically I was like, what the heck, like why, like this is what you wanted, like just follow through with it. I would literally open a law school application, not type anything in, and just close it. Like I couldn't even fill out an application. But like at the time I was like comparing myself all the time to people online and all of these influencers. And I just thought that I wasn't good enough because I didn't have this perfect body and I didn't have this perfect job. And I just like thought that I was a failure because I didn't have any of those things. Even though now I'm realizing like, oh, money is not going to make me happy.
No.
And living in a beautiful place isn't going to make me happy. And having a lot of friends isn't going to make me happy. Having a really nice body is not going to make me happy. Having the perfect person is not going to make me happy. What does make me happy is just choosing to be happy. Because otherwise, I'm never going to be happy unless I make an effort to actually put in the work to feel happy with where I am. Because like for us right now, like I'm not making a single dollar, but I'm the happiest that I've been in probably my whole life. And I feel like I have people who are looking to me for direction, and I can let myself down, but I cannot let the people I love down. That's where I draw the line. So it really pushes me to keep going. And even if I don't want to get up one day or I don't want to do something, I just think about all of the people who are in this with me.
I agree. having like a purpose to live is the way to go. Because before I worked in corporate, I didn't have a purpose. I didn't know what I want to do in my life. And so being able to be with you and work on what we're working on, it gives me a feeling that I am doing something good in my life.
I'm just looking at my shirt and I just feel like, in Howl's Moving Castle, those slimy guys that come out of the cracks and stuff.
Why every episode you have like
They'll put the picture here. Did I tell you about like my high school and like the very first day of school? And I was like really excited to be at this new high school. And I turned to the girl right next to me and I was like, "Hi, what's your name?" And she looks across me to the girl sitting on my other side and they completely ignore me and have a conversation. That was my very first day of high school.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
high school students, they're that mean?
No. But maybe some. I don't know.
That is so...
And that was after, because I ended up wanting to escape the middle school I was in because I was going to public school and there was a lot of problems there. There was just a lot of like, there's a lot of stuff that happened and I really wanted to like kind of escape and I just wasn't doing very well. And so my mom ended up putting me into kind of like a different high school. But if I could go back, I think that I wish that I just went to public high school because when I was in middle school, I used to love math and I used to love engineering and building cars and rocket ships and boats and stuff.
You do?
Yeah, I used to like build little architecture buildings and I would build little like race cars. I won like a couple like engineering contests when I was in middle school.
Oh my.
But then I went into high school and everyone was so much better at math and I just felt like I wasn't good enough. Like there were literally girls crying between classes because they got a 97% on an exam and not a 100. And I felt so like
hopeless.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I didn't think I was good enough for anything. So I ended up not doing that. But
do you know what I did in that situation?
What?
So I did feel like I was not good enough when I first came here. I was in a survival mode.
Me too, though. Like, I didn't really care about any of that. I was just trying to secure a future because I felt like my mom was just taking care of me so much. And she literally sold our house so that she could afford to send me to this school. And I just didn't...
Bro, same.
Really? No way. What?
My mom sold a land that we own so that she can afford me to study in the state.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's a burden.
Yeah, there is. Like, I felt like I had so much to live up to and try to return and make her proud of like all the sacrifices she made. Mm-hmm. But yeah, then I was just constantly studying. Like, college was easy for me because high school was so intense. Like,
really?
Yeah. I think I went to one party in all of high school. That was it. I would always just like, I would get to school. I mean, my first year, I think I would get to school at like 5 or 6 a.m., do my homework, go to all my classes, and then go home and study some more. And yeah, I don't know. It was really lonely. I don't think I would ever want to re-experience high school.
No. In my like high school time, I have friends. I have crush. I have my mom and my dad who were a lot younger than they are right now. They can travel anytime they want. Well, not every time, but they have the physical strength to travel. They and I have my grandma with me all the time. She loved me so much. At that time when I was in high school, buying a laptop is a big deal. It's like buying a mini motorbike.
Wow.
And my mom and my dad was like, they cannot afford that. But my grandma, she's like, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. And to a 7-year-old grandma, she didn't even understand what is laptop or like what is Wi-Fi or internet. She just loved me so much that she wanted to like invest in me. I didn't attend her funeral because I was here. So there are so many like great things that I'm grateful for me being here, but there are parts that like it's so sad. There are parts that I'm like really jealous of my younger self that I got to like enjoy. But so sad. She was like the most supportive person. She was the one, when I asked my mom, hey, can I go study abroad? My mom's like, are you crazy? My grandma is like, how much? Let her go. Let her go. Let her have those opportunities. But the way of her letting me go is like, I cannot attend her funeral. That's crazy.
No, you're so strong for that, and I'm so sorry you didn't get to say goodbye. That must have been really tough.
It was.
Yeah. But she would be so proud of you now. She'll be like, I was right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She would have said it was worth it.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely worth it. But you have to pay.
Yeah.
For some price,
Yeah. If you like love something, sometimes you have to like leave it behind or like let it go. And sometimes like the way that someone shows you love, you can never repay it, but you can always repay it forward. And that's really the only way to return the favor, is to end up becoming that person and being that person for someone else. And that's how I feel about like a lot of people that have helped me. I don't think I could ever repay them. But I try my best to be a better person for
make them
them.
Proud.
Yeah, like make their legacy continue. Yeah.